Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of What You Watchin', a news edition. This one's going to be a quick news edition just to get you updated on a few things here. Don't be alarmed, I'm not wearing a hat. I know it's a little weird, but accidentally left it at work today. So I'm going to have to just deal with that. We'll get it tomorrow.
I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, alright. I don't know if I'll be okay. Alright, so first thing I want to just talk about real quick is the best Chris in Hollywood. Just put it out there for anybody who didn't hear about this. A 6-year-old boy saved his sister from a feral dog who was attacking her and biting her. He got over 40 stitches in his head and his cheek and
all in the cheek area.
Pretty messed up. He was getting bit and scratched and everything, but when he got his sister finally free, he grabbed her hand and ran away, and the whole story made its rounds and everything. And so Chris Evans, along with a lot of other people, sent him a video just saying, you're a real hero. God, couldn't imagine being in your shoes, so you're just so cool for what you did. But Chris Evans went a step farther and is sending him an authentic Captain America shield from the movies.
Right.
So that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love a shield. I don't think I'd want to go through being bit by a dog a whole bunch and doing all that. But
probably
man,
not.
that boy is legit a hero, and it's cool that Hollywood reached out to him.
Did you hear his whole thing? He was saying was, if one of us has to die, it should be me.
Yeah, it should be him, and that's just.
And he was like a 9-year-old kid.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. You are a hero.
Everyday heroes.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing, and it's so nice to just see these big stars taking time out of their days to just reach out to this boy to let him know how much.
Recognize him.
Exactly.
For his amazingness.
Just really, really cool. So that wasn't anything really to do with Hollywood too much, but thought I wanted to put that out there. One of the other things we're going to talk about today is Peacock.
It's launching.
No, it already launched. It launched yesterday.
You know what? It's still launching.
Yes. So
There you go.
you can watch anything NBC related or anything they have the rights to right now. I know one of the things I'm looking forward to it is Psych. Psych the movie 2. Psych 2 Lassie Come Home.
Ooh.
No idea what that's going to be about, but I loved the show Psych. The first movie was good. It needed a little work, but it was good, so I'm hoping they kind of fix that all up for the second one here. And I'm interested for that. If you're an Xfinity customer, if you got Comcast, reach out to them. You might be able to get NBC Peacock for free. That's the good news. Bad news, though,
is it is not available on anything Roku or Amazon. Same with HBO.
Yeah, HBO Max isn't available on either one of those platforms either. So
it's really, I know some people personally who already signed up for HBO Max, did a whole big deal, and then realized they couldn't watch it anywhere.
Yeah, you're going to have a Chromecast or something, some way to link your phone or your computer to your TV to be able to watch it, because they just don't have it on smart TVs unless you have an Apple TV.
Yeah, I think it might be available on Fire Sticks.
No, that's Amazon.
Oh.
That's Amazon Fire. So, no, it's not available there either. So I'm not sure exactly where it's available right now.
Yeah.
But apparently that's also going on with Peacock as well. They are in financial disputes with Roku and Amazon.
Just pay them the money.
Get their streaming services available on those things. And I know I have 2 smart TVs. Both are Roku. I have a Roku in my bedroom. That's my thing of choice. And I can't watch those programs.
It feels like it's going to be one of those HD versus Blu-ray. You had to pick your side and now
see which one. I know. So
which one is going.
So it's a little weird. So
if
you have HBO Max, I really haven't heard anything great about it yet.
I mean, I'm a Roku person too. I haven't been able to really. I haven't dove into it yet to really see what they have.
But even out of everybody I talk to, nobody's really gushing over HBO Max like they were about Disney Plus when it launched, or when Hulu and Netflix and all these have these big releases.
Well, I think they didn't have anything unique to put out there.
No,
if you just had TV, it was fine just to watch it on TV.
Yeah, I think everything big is eventually going to come, and we'll see. But it's interesting that there's just another streaming service out there now amongst the 40 million other ones that
the one
we
thing
have.
that Peacock has going for it is it has those classic shows that everyone loved. Like I saw 30 Rock from the Sun is on there. What is
Wait,
it?
30 Rock or Third Rock from the Sun?
30 Rock.
30 Rock, okay.
I know, I tried to combine the two. It also has, oh my gosh, Chris Pratt's in it.
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. Oh my gosh, I could not for the life of me remember that. And
Yeah.
that was a huge draw on Netflix when it was there, and people were kind of
for
upset
sure.
when it left. So
I think the major thing Peacock's going for, it, besides some shows that people want to watch, is they have a free version of Peacock. So you don't have to pay anything to watch certain things on there. And then for, what is it, $4.99 a month, so $5 a month, you can get their premium content, which is some of their originals plus some of those better shows, the higher marketed shows, stuff like that.
I feel like it's going to kind of be like Hulu, where it's their shows, but like only like a week after it actually airs,
something.
kind of thing.
I'm interested. I just don't know, do we really need another streaming service?
No, I'm being bled dry trying to keep up with that.
Yeah, it sounds like, oh, it's not much. It's $5 a month, $10 a month, or whatever. But when you have 14 of them, it adds up pretty quick. I'm basically paying a cable bill all over again.
It was really simple when everything was just on Netflix. But now that every single thing has its own, you know, you have to have Netflix, you have to have DC Universe. Well, I think that's going to HBO Max.
Not yet. They haven't combined them yet. So.
You have to have Disney and Hulu and all the other ones just to get like all the content that you actually wanted.
And you can't pick and choose little things like, I don't know. It's rather frustrating. I mean, I have pretty much every single streaming service out there, and I just watch my bank account just dwindle once a month when they all hit. It's just, it drops so drastically, and it's, I don't know if it's all worth it at this point.
It's getting frustrating.
It sounds ridiculous, but I feel like somebody needs to come along and bundle them all. But then we're really, literally right back to cable again, where everything's bundled in one place. But if we can get cable to a reasonable price, not the $400, $500 that people were paying before, that needs to be the way we go. We kind of need to take a step back. It's getting a little too ridiculous. There's a few things here and there I want to watch on these platforms, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm done. It's too much, guys. It's too much. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you have all the streaming services? Is there one that you use more than others? Do you not use any of them? You know, let us know what you think and your thoughts. So our next thing is theaters. We're here in Illinois, and our theaters haven't been open for a long time. Even the ones that reopened a little while ago, a couple weeks ago, they have shut down again. So no theaters other than drive-ins are really open in our area. And AMC says they're going to open on July 31st. Please. Because Tenet is a big release, and it's coming out the first week of August.
Which it got
so they want to be prepared for that. But there's rumor has it Tenet might be moving back again.
Even further?
Even further.
Oof.
So if I had to take a guess, they move to at least the third week of August. Maybe, I don't think they move out of August. I could see them moving back to like the end of August with everything going on. I don't see them moving out of August. We need to eventually see what happens.
Yeah.
But that just changes everything. That snowball effect comes in, and Wonder Woman will move back. Black Widow will move back.
As soon as you put
Mulan will move back.
Yeah, because you put that one as like the one to open us back up, and as soon as you pushed it all back, everyone's like, oh crap, we're not going to be open in enough time. That was the one that was going to test the waters.
And you don't want to compete either, so if it moves back, if it moves to your weekend, you don't want to stay on that weekend.
So I feel like we're going to get a whole host of changes again.
So here's food for thought for everybody watching, and for you here too, is do we just scrap 2020? Do we just scrap theaters in 2020 completely so that we can come back reinvigorated and clean and safe completely 2021?
I would almost see that as a positive, because when, production has been paused this entire time. So sooner or later we're going to hit a point where they don't have anything ready.
Oh, they'll rush stuff out. It's Hollywood.
Yeah, but
they'll make those horrible 5.
Movies.
It doesn't matter. They'll rush it out and people will go see it because that's all there is to see.
I mean, I know there was a whole stuff that was ready to go out that has been pushed back. So, I mean, we have some time, but I feel like we're going to hit a lull again. Might as well just wait until we're safe to go back.
But theaters also, I have no problem with theaters if they want to open up this year. Play some classics. Not open up full-time like they used to. Open up for the weekends when people are off work. Do this, do that. Open up just at night. Don't do morning shows. You know, find a way to get some revenue in. But show classics. I don't really know if we need new movies in 2020. I think we're too far into this year already, where if new stuff doesn't really start coming out until, let's say, end of August is when we start actually having things compete against each other. What do we have, 4 months worth of movies? Can't cram everything into 4 months of movies. We don't have that kind of time to go see that many movies, and theaters don't have the, you know, if they're opening up to only 30% capacity, they're not going to have the time to show these movies to let these movies make money.
Just imagine the award shows, dude.
Well,
there's not going to be enough to actually put on a good award show.
You know, and VOD is a possibility. Direct home video, put it out, you know,
we
have people rent it. We saw it with Trolls and Scoob. Scoob did really well on VOD as well. Problem is, you're not putting Wonder Woman on VOD.
No, it's an experience.
You're not putting Jurassic Park, well, in Jurassic World. You're not putting Black Widow. You're not even putting Tenet on VOD.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we just had this discussion a little while ago. When you put something on VOD, sure, Scoob made a lot of money. It did. Like, it made a lot of money. Trolls made a lot of money. Even Capone with Tom Hardy made money going direct to home video. The problem being, when you put out these big tentpole movies on VOD, you pay the $20, you watch it for 24 hours or 48 hours, however long the rental period is. Do you know how many times I could watch a major blockbuster in 48 hours?
I mean, imagine Endgame.
Coming out, I could have watched it 3 times in one day.
I would have.
Then it's only the $20 they got from me. They're not getting anything else.
Yeah.
So where do we draw the line on what comes out on VOD and what doesn't? So I think theaters eventually do need to reopen. We need them back. But I don't think this year. I think some of these other smaller releases like Unhinged with Gerard Butler, who is technically slated to be the first movie in theaters. Not the first big movie, but the first new release in theaters. It's slated right now to take that spot. Put it on VOD.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about Gerard Butler. If you're a Gerard Butler fan, I'm sorry. He's fine. You know, he's had some good movies in his past, but he doesn't really make great stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing that I need to rush to the theater to see. So put it on home video. I actually might watch it earlier than if it was in theaters. So,
yeah.
You know, I just don't know what we're gonna do here. Every single week, it's another conversation. 30% capacity, so, you know, are we going to go back to movies being out for 6 months in theaters instead of 2? Because right now, we get a movie, it opens big on a weekend, and then
it
dies down, and it's out of the theater within 2 months. And then 2 months after that, it's on home video, it's at rental places, it's on Netflix, it's wherever it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to go back to the old model from when I was a child, where a movie came out in February, and you could still see that movie in June?
Most likely, and with fewer movies in the theater. I don't think we're going to get too many of those B-rated movies. We're going to get mostly the big ones that they'll have like 5 different theaters showing that one movie.
I miss that.
Starting at like every hour.
Yeah, and I miss that
so
too.
Nice.
And, you know, so I don't want to sound crazy, but overall, this might actually be a good thing for theaters. They're not going to have to sell space to all these small titles because those titles aren't going to try to get theatrical releases. So when they play Wonder Woman, they're going to have 6 screens dedicated to Wonder Woman, and they're going to be able to pack those. Yes, only to 30% capacity.
For now.
But when you're playing it for 6 months straight, you're going to sell out pretty much every weekend of that movie. Our movie's going to make more money in the long run. Because we've seen it before. Look at movies like The Greatest Showman.
Exactly.
It was not a movie that struck big, but because it was out so long, as other movies died down, people were like, ooh, what else can we go see? We've heard good things about Greatest Showman. Let's go see that. And the legs on it just went and went and went. And all of a sudden,
with Jumanji.
Jumanji, the first one, did it too, where it's like, now you're at 5-6 times your budget or your opening weekend, and they're making tons of money that they wouldn't have made otherwise. Yeah. So maybe we can get to that model for even those big releases like Wonder Woman, Black Widow, Jurassic World.
Hey, it's possible, and it's probably a better option.
Yeah. All right, so let us know what you think about theaters, about
Peacock,
all the
and
streaming
HBO
services,
Max.
Peacock, HBO Max, all that stuff. Let us know what fun stories you have with celebrities hitting you up on Twitter or Instagram or anything, or any stories you might have
Tell
with
me your
them.
secrets. I want to do that.
And check out some of the other videos we've had on the channel. We just started a new program, Your Movie Isn't, where we take one good movie and we tell you why it's not as good as you remember, or we take a really bad movie and tell you why it's much better than you remember. And stay tuned. We got other new stuff coming up here soon. Like, comment, share, all that stuff that you guys know how to do. Spread the word. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.